Impatience and boredom are closely related. Boredom, a certain kind of boredom, is really impatience. You don't like the way things are, they aren't interesting enough for you, so you decide, and boredom is a decision that you are bored. Boredom is therefore a vital problem for the moralist, since at least half the sins of mankind are caused by the fear of it. Aristotle maintained that women have fewer teeth than men. Although he was twice married, it never occurred to him to verify this statement by examining his wives' mouths. I say quite deliberately that the Christian religion, as organized in its churches, has been and still is the principal enemy of moral progress in the world. I do not myself feel that any person who is really profoundly humane can believe in everlasting punishment. In America, everybody is of the opinion that he has no social superiors, since all men are equal, but he does not admit that he has no social inferiors, for, from the time of Jefferson onward, the doctrine that all men are equal applies only upwards, not downwards. It is a waste of energy to be angry with a man who behaves badly, just as it is to be angry with a car that won't go. It seems to me a fundamental dishonesty, and a fundamental treachery to intellectual integrity to hold a belief because you think it's useful and not because you think it's true. Morality in sexual relations, when it is free from superstition, consists essentially in respect for the other person, and unwillingness to use that person solely as a means of personal gratification, without regard to his or her desires. The secret of happiness is very simply this: let your interests be as wide as possible, and let your reactions to the things and persons that interest you be as far as possible friendly rather than hostile. Having made the decision, do not revise it unless some new fact comes to your knowledge. Nothing is so exhausting as indecision, and nothing is so futile. The wise man thinks about his troubles only when there is some purpose in doing so. At other times he thinks about other things, or, if it is night, about nothing at all. It is not what the man of science believes that distinguishes him, but how and why he believes it. His beliefs are tentative, not dogmatic, they are based on evidence, not on authority or intuition. The use of self-control is like the use of brakes on train. It is useful when you find yourself in wrong direction but merely harmful when the direction is right. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. Why is propaganda so much more successful when it stirs up hatred than when it tries to stir up friendly feeling?